Today I'll be talking about the importance of saving and tips on how to save while accumulating money. Saving can be difficult for certain people because of certain situations, but anything is something, and the most important thing is to start early. One big reason to start saving or start investing in like a retirement account, like a 401k, is to have a retirement fund. According to the GoBankRates survey of 2016, which is a Google survey, at the end of 2016, 35% of adults only had several $100s in their savings account. 34% had zero savings, and half of the U.S. families had no retirement accounts at all. Many of these people will not be able to retire when they wish to, and will have to live off Social Security, which is nearly almost impossible. Another big reason to start saving is to have a debt-free future. Now, we can't avoid all debt. There'll be debt on a house from a loan or debt on a car, because most people cannot pay off that at one time, unfortunately. But we can avoid credit card debt or loans. The average individual debt of 2017 was a whopping $17,000. The biggest thing to take from that is that these people take out loans, and most bank loans can vary between 10 and I've seen up to 28%, which is ridiculous. What's going to happen is you're going to take out a loan and you're going to end up paying maybe 2 to 3 times what your initial investment was, which no one wants to do that. Certain occurrences in life cannot be avoided, such as having a baby or accidents. If there's no financial stability behind these accidents, more than likely that loan will have to be taken out. So the biggest thing for saving is you can't avoid stuff like this, but you can avoid having like a big debt behind it. Now I'll discuss ways to save and ways to accumulate that money. My biggest thing, since I'm young, I don't have as much money as I want to, but I know saving is very important. There's an app on my phone. It's called Acorns, and anybody can get it. It's free. What they do is they take money that you spend from your bank. So you spend $7.25. They'll take that 75 cents and round that up to $8 to your account, and they'll put 75 cents into a savings account, and they'll put that into stocks. Or a wide variety of stocks, be large stocks, small stocks, real estate, and stuff like that. And so that money that you're putting that technically doesn't really matter to you because it's small cents change at a time is actually being invested in, which is a great idea. Another big thing is to put money in stock. Tony Robbins said, take someone who invests 8 years until they're 27. He'll invest $28,000, which is $300 a month. Take it, leave it, and do nothing with it. Don't add anything to it. And by the time they retire, at 65, if the market continues to compound like it has, which it always has in the past, which has been recurring 10% a year, they'll have $2 million in his account. Now take someone that's 28 and invest for their 65, $300 a month. They'll have invested $144,000, but they'll nearly have $300,000 less than the other person at the end. So the thing to take away from that is that the earlier you start, the more compound you'll have and the more money you'll have. Another great way to save is to narrow down your spending little at a time. Mark Cuban said, have fun with your money. Go to the bar, buy some drinks, but instead of getting that 6th drink, stop at the 5th and save the money that you use for that 6th drink and put it into a savings account, which is easy to think about, but over time that accumulates. Another simple way to save is saving small bits of money from each purchase. Like if you want to save silver change, put silver change in a jar, never touch it. Don't do anything with it. Or save, another big thing is save a $5 bill at a time. Don't ever spend a $5 bill. Just put a $5 bill in a jar. And one story was that one guy and his wife, was in the news, they put every $5 they saved, and over a year, I think it was 13 months, he had saved over $3,500 just from $5 bills. So those are easy and fun ways. So to sum all this up, sometimes it's hard to save for the future, but anything is something. There are many ways to save for the future, so the best thing to do is, since I'm teaching this, I'm young, and most people, almost all of y'all are very young, is to start now. Just do something little at a time, and then by the time, if you're, we're not looking towards retirement right now, but just small investments, a wedding, your future car, stuff like that.